Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another Chatty Get Ready With Me or weekly catch up. I'm going to jump right in as always. So it is the day after Thanksgiving when I'm filming this. I hope that you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. I had a really good Thanksgiving. My mom and brother did end up coming, so at first we thought it was just going to be us, me, Charlotte, and Charlie. And then my mom and brother ended up coming. So yeah, I cooked way too much food. I cooked enough food for like, I don't know, an army dude. And we're never even going to be able to eat the leftovers like in time. I don't even like to eat leftovers. I wish I wasn't like that, but I'm one of those people that I just don't like leftovers. Leftovers freak me out, but I'm gonna force myself to eat leftovers just because I've got to eat some of that food. Like, I don't want it to all go to waste. My husband will eat it for like 3 days probably. And probably most of it will end up being eaten, but the most I'll do is like the next day. And then after that, I'm not eating leftovers. I'm so weird about leftovers, and I've passed it on to Charlotte. She will not eat leftovers, not even the next day. So yeah, we have a bunch of food. I made way too much, but it was really good. It was a really nice day. Super, super relaxing after I got done cooking. I had to cook so much. Well, I didn't have to, but I did. I ended up cooking so much food. But yeah, that's another thing. We stayed up and binge watched Stranger Things the night before. Like literally as soon as it dropped, we were on it at 8 o'clock that night. And we really enjoyed it. I feel like it's kind of getting mixed. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of getting mixed, like reviews but I feel like it's mostly by people that aren't like super into it or don't know like that much about the story. I really tried to like understand as much about the story and rewatch, and really pay attention when I rewatched it so that I would have a good understanding of like what was going on going into this season. Because like I told you guys before, when I watched it as it was like releasing over the years, when it first released, Charlotte was really little. I just didn't and wasn't able to pay attention to it the way that I would want to. So yeah, I try to do a better job of paying attention and like really know what was going on and really understand the story. And I think because of that, I really enjoyed this the most recent 4 episodes, which I'm not going to talk too much about because I don't want to spoil anything for any of you out there that do want to watch it or, but I will tell you the last scene of the last episode or of episode 4 was amazing. I had a feeling that was coming. I just had a feeling that was coming, and I love that they made one of the weakest characters finally like come into his own. Like he finally, he's finally gonna. I don't know. Like I really enjoyed what they did with it. So I'm super excited for the rest of the episodes to drop. It was just super good. So, anyways, yeah. It's funny because I almost didn't start watching that when it released way back when because I'm going to use this blush again. This is the Love Cake blush. Yeah, I want to use this without a powder on top because I don't think that this foundation is like a shiny foundation. I might have to layer this up some because it's not. This isn't like the most vibrant blush in the world. Like it is, but at the same time, it's not. So anyways, and I remember just turning it on because it had Winona Ryder in it and it was set in the 80s. And I'm such a like Winona Ryder fan, or I shouldn't say fan. I think she is kind of strange. When I watch her in interviews and stuff, like she seems really, really sweet and like, I don't know, but I feel like there's something wrong with her. And if you know anything about Winona Ryder and like her backstory, I'm pretty sure that Timothy Leary, the guy that like invented LSD, is her godfather, and I feel like maybe they experimented on her as a child or something. I don't know. Sorry, I just realized that my dryer has been going this whole time, and I'm so used to background noise all the time because I just am. It's just always, it's always something. So hopefully that wasn't super annoying. I turned it off, but hopefully that wasn't like super annoying. Hopefully you couldn't hear it. I think I can mess with the settings and like, I don't know, I can try and get rid of background noise or something. Anyways, yeah, whenever I watch her in interviews, there's something kind of weird about her eyes. And I know that sounds kind of mean, but she's got that wide eye situation going on where I'm like, dang girl, did something happen? Like, did you get dosed as a kid or something? I don't know. There's just something weird, but it also could be that I don't think she's like maybe the most sociable person in the world. But anyways, either way, I love her as an actress. I grew up watching her ever since like Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, Heathers. Like I've seen every 80s movie probably that she's ever done. I'll literally watch her in anything. I don't even like rom-coms, and she did this rom-com with Keanu Reeves. It hasn't been too long ago. It came on Netflix. It was like, I don't know, it was some situation where they were like going to a wedding or something, or they were both invited to the same wedding. But anyways, it was her and Keanu Reeves, and I was like, yes, please. I don't know if they've done a movie together since Dracula, but I'll literally watch anything with her in it. So I watched that, and I don't even like rom-coms. I typically don't like watch stuff like that, but I'll watch anything that she's in. But anyways, that's why I originally started watching Stranger Things. One of these days I'm going to make the trip and do like the film crawl in Georgia where they actually filmed Stranger Things, because I'm using this, sorry, I always interrupt myself. I'm using this Smashbox 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. This is my favorite shadow primer of all time. This is the best eyeshadow primer I've ever used. This was like a sample that I got. I don't even know, but it's lasted me absolutely forever. And it's such a good primer. You do have to put it on and then kind of wait for it to set a little bit, because it does have like, I don't know, it has almost like a lotiony kind of, not lotiony, almost like a balmy kind of texture to it when you first put it on, but then it starts to dry down and it has a little bit of like a tackiness to it. So it slides on like super easy. And you can work it all over your lid really easily. But then after like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds or so, it starts to dry down and it's got just the tiniest bit of like a tackiness to it. So it just really, really holds your eyeshadow on so, so well. I love it. It's the best. And then it just dries down completely and you don't even feel it. It's really, really good. I don't even know how to explain it. And it just smooths out your eyelids so nicely. It's really, really good. I need to keep that out and use it up. I don't even know if they make that primer anymore. I hope they do, because I'm in the process of literally going through every single thing that I have and decluttering everything. I can't believe it, but I think I'm going to even go through and do another perfume declutter, because I'm still seeing bottles that I'm like, I just don't think I'm going to use that again. And I really want to start bringing some new stuff into my collection, but I do not want to end up in the same boat that I was in, because it got so, so uncomfortable for me. So yeah, I'm still listing stuff. Like, I've got a huge bag of stuff for my friend Jacqueline. I've got stuff for my friend Tatiana that I'm going to be sending off. And then I've listed a lot of stuff. I've given some stuff away. I've thrown some stuff away. And I'm still in the process of trying to get rid of all of the stuff that I initially decluttered. It has just been such a process. And I need to do that with makeup too, because I just, I just need to get rid of stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to kind of use stuff and figure out what I want, what I just need to go ahead and throw away, what I need to give away or whatever. I'm going to be using this Rem Beauty eyeshadow palette. This is in the colorway called Baby Doll. I feel like I didn't love this when I first got it. I've only used this one time. And I feel like I didn't love this when I first got it. I just feel like there are so many, and I might have changed my mind about this because I feel like the reason I didn't like it was because it wasn't like punchy enough for me. The shimmers were not shimmering. I just feel like I didn't love this. So yeah, I'm going to try to use most shades in here. The mattes are, I don't know if I like them or not. They're very firmly packed, or very firmly pressed, I should say, in the pan. Sometimes I like that. Most of the time I don't. I know a lot of people complain about fallout. I actually like it when a shadow has fallout because I feel like it's easier to work with. I feel like sometimes if a shadow is packed too tightly in the pan, it's very, very difficult to get any payoff. I mean, it's like hard to, I don't know, hard to work with. So anyways, I guess technically today is Black Friday. I need to go out and see if I can find something for my husband for Christmas. He's super hard to buy for because he's one of those people that just, if he wants it, he's going to buy it. And he's also like a minimalist, so he does not want anything that's unnecessary. So I can't just like pick stuff out for him because he's not going to use. I have to be very, very careful about what I buy for him. It's got to be something that he's going to want and that he's going to actually use and not just consider to be more clutter. Because if he wants something, he buys it, and he does not want unnecessary stuff. So it's like, it's so hard to shop for him. And I have a hard time shopping for people anyways. Oh my gosh. So I think I'm going to go out today. Of course, I wait until Black Friday, but it's fine. People don't really Black Friday around here anymore. Just because Black Friday isn't the same. And I'm so glad. I remember when, like 10 years ago, when stores used to open, so Thanksgiving would be like during the day, and then stores would start opening at like 6 p.m. and like Black Friday stuff would start. And I remember hating that so much. So yeah, I'm actually kind of glad that it's not like that anymore. Most stores don't open on Thanksgiving at all. Like they truly just do Black Friday. Anyways, yeah, back to Winona Ryder and Stranger Things. I started watching it because I saw it had her in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, a show set in the 80s with Winona Ryder. Yes, please, I'm watching it, and I have never looked back. I don't think that it will be for everybody. I don't think everybody is going to appreciate it or love it. I think if you're not super nostalgic about the 80s, the way that I am, and a lot of other people are, I don't know that you might enjoy it, or I don't think that maybe everybody would enjoy it, but I love it just because it's got Winona, and it had Sean Astin in it. Like, come on. And I saw an interview somewhere where they said that Elle's outfit this season was based on Josh Brolin's outfit from the Goonies. Like, I could, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. It's because of the nostalgia of it. The nostalgia gets me probably more than anything. I just love it so much. But anyways, yeah, I was saying that one of these days I'm going to go do like the film crawl thing where you go to all the sites, because it's only like a 3-hour drive for me. It takes me about the same. It would take me about the same time to get there as it does to go see my friend Jacqueline. So yeah, one of these days we're going to go do it. I would just love to go to Jackson and just see, because Jackson, Georgia is Hawkins. And it's got like the big Hawkins library in the middle of the town. And like at the end of season 4, when basically it cracks in 4 and like you see it right there, that's like Hawkins. And I really, really want to go there because it's so recognizable. But I just want to drive around and see all the other sites too. I want to see the houses. I definitely want to see the Henry Creel house. Like that, it's creepy. And it's funny because my husband's like, ooh, that's creepy. Because we were watching a YouTube video this morning of this English couple that came over and they stayed in the buyer's house, which is an Airbnb now. And they did the whole, like they drove and saw all the sites, like all the locations. They, of course, stopped at the Henry Creel house. And my husband was like, oh, that's creepy. And I was like, gosh, it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. So anyways, my husband told me yesterday that, or maybe the day before yesterday, actually, I think he told me on my birthday that he wants to start looking back in North Carolina for property. So I think we're going to end up back in North Carolina, which is fine. Totally fine with me. But I think I'm going to start with like the lighter shimmer and just see. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that all over. And then maybe I'll use this palette again and do the more bronzy shimmer because the mattes in here are really beautiful. The shimmers are going to be the kind of make it or break it if I want to even keep this palette. It's so fun. I ate so much yesterday. I ate like a ridiculous amount of food and I never eat that much, but it's funny because my mom last year, she made this like toffee, but it didn't turn out right. And I'm pretty sure it's because she's using organic sugar. And for some reason, the organic sugar is just not like setting in the same way that like a regular old processed sugar or refined sugar or non-organic sugar, whatever, would. But it was like a happy accident. It turned out delicious. It tastes like brown sugar and butter, like, and then she rolls it with like chocolate or something and cuts it into these like pinwheels. And it tastes like you're eating chocolate that's like, and this soft like butter brown sugar mixture. And it is so freaking delicious. I mean, seriously delicious. So she's like, I'm going to make that same recipe that I made last year and hopefully it'll turn out right this time. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want it to turn out right. Like I want it to turn out the same way it turned out last year because it was delicious. Like last year we had all of these desserts and literally that was the only thing we wanted to eat was her fudge because it was so fudge. I say that loosely, but that's the only dessert that anybody wanted to eat. And then she left it for us. And then we all fought over it, like because we all wanted it and everybody wanted to eat it up. And so I'm thinking, no, I don't want it to turn out right. And I'm like hoping the whole time it didn't. Well, she gets here yesterday and she has the tin of it and she was like, I don't know what it is. I can't get this recipe to turn out correctly. I'm pretty sure it's the organic because I'm using organic sugar. And I'm thinking, yes, thank goodness. I'm so glad it turned out like wrong, not right again because it is so freaking delicious the way that it turns out. So she's just going to have to keep that recipe and keep making it with the same ingredients every year so it turns out the same because I don't think that I would like it if it turned out correctly as well as I do the mistake. So she did that one year with a carrot cake for me. She made me a carrot cake for my birthday because I love carrot cake. It's like, carrot cake is probably my favorite cake. And the recipe called for a can of crushed pineapple and she didn't think to strain the pineapple before she put it in the cake mixture and she thought she had ruined the cake, but so she poured the whole like can of crushed pineapple and all the juice into the cake, like the cake mix or cake batter, I should say. And she thought she ruined it, but she was like, well, I don't want to show up with no cake. So I'm just gonna, this was years ago, you guys. This is when we were living in California. It was probably actually, I think it was for my 22nd birthday. No, I think it would have been for my 21st birthday. I can't remember, 20 or 21st birthday. It was so long ago. But anyways, so she just threw it in the oven anyways, and it turned out decent enough that she was like, well, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna roll with it. Dude, literally best carrot cake I've ever had in my life. I've never, and because it was an accident, there's no recipe for it, but I am like too scared to make a carrot cake recipe because I feel like the only reason it worked out for her was because of the recipe that she used must have been maybe for like a more dry, like a drier carrot cake or something. I don't know. But her pouring the whole can of liquid in there didn't ruin it. It made it so freaking moist and delicious. So anyways, yeah, she tends to like have happy accidents where she like messes up a recipe, but it ends up being the most delicious thing ever. And I don't know how she does it, but she does it often, but it's always for the best because what she makes ends up being a bazillion times better than the original recipe. But anyways, you guys, I'm not going to put on a lip product. When I do, this is what I'm going to put on. This is the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss from CoverGirl in the shade You're Just Jelly. I don't want anything like super, super colorful just because I'm wearing such a colorful red sweater today. But I have a cup of coffee that I need to finish and I don't want to get lipstick all over my mug. I'm a weirdo like that. But anyways, you guys, I do hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving yesterday. I would love to hear about what fragrance you wore. I did end up wearing Intimate with Vanilla, which ended up being perfect. It was so good. But anyways, you guys, I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.